I'm starting back because there is such a need for media representation among us, the melanated sector, to be more authentic, to be more truthful, to have more authentic storytellers, and to have people who are interested in truth more than feelings or tribal affiliations or any of that nonsense that gets in the way from the human development, the human evolution, and the human growth factor. Like right now, we're so caught up in all of the wrong stuff for all of the wrong reasons. Like the world is sick. We're poisoning each other and we're poisoning the planet all in search of a dollar. I can't sit here and say I don't like money as much as most people, but I don't love money like most people. And I find that the love of money is where we lose our values, morals, anything. In fact, I think it goes deeper than that. It's not what we love that is the root of all evil. What we love is us. We are what we love. So if you love growth, healing, God, whatever your love is what you are. Now, in my mini laps around the sun, y'all see all of this gray popping on my beard. I'm not a spring chicken. I'm over 50. So, in keeping it 100, like, most people do not know what love is. No rings on my finger. Never been married. Been in long term relationships though, but I've still always been single because I've never been married. Doesn't mean that I acted like I was single in relationships. But being single and always having a higher standard, feeling out of place, seeking more, having a connection to nature, even from a child, loving to watch the nature specials and animal documentaries. It was like there was more than the lie that we're sold that we're social creatures and we should flock to cities. And that's the biggest bullshit that they ever tell. So they can destroy nature without us ever being witness to it. So they can reap all of the worldly destruction that they have been causing for the last 2.5 centuries in their industrial revolution to keep poisoning every fiber of this planet. So we have to do more as the black populace. One, about finding a common language that represents how we need to express ourselves individually and collectively because the current state of miscommunication is resulting in the current state of miseducation since we have allowed integration and allowed the enemies to educate our children. And that was one of the failings of the civil rights movement. Secondly, I believe that capitalist caucasity, the male patriarchy that has been historic since the rise of the European Neanderthal to the massive war machine that it has been since it has conquered and started rewriting history. We have to, the only thing that's going to heal this planet from the sickness that is the patriarchy of capitalist caucasity is the love of the melanated moms. And that's weird for me because the largest upholders to capitalist traditions, to beating down the black male that I find, are traditionally black women. Now, I must admit that the company that I have kept in that department has not been the most savory, educated, peacefully oriented, home, or well trained, or had any other stuff that in my mind back then, believing that this society was something to behold, I was looking at everything, including them, all wrong. But I don't think that I just overlooked a bunch of keepers in my hedonistic past or ways. And now that I seek more, that I have a higher education, that I've done things, that I'm at the retirement phase, starting this new venture of full time service to God, that I want to be more, I want to do more, I want to be more in God, I want to be more in peace, I want to be more settled into my routine, I want to be more grateful, thankful. I want to be more intentional and intersectional with people that, regardless of what they are, I can show the greatness of God in my life in all interactions, something that I have failed to do since undertaking and partaking on this journey. And that's something that I look forward to doing and growing more of.